happy, 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 wicked, 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 happy Monday, happy Monday, happy, 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 happy Monday, happy Monday, happy, 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 happy Monday. Hey y'all. Give me a second. I'm just going to wait. If you are watching this on replay, just go ahead and skip ahead. I need to share this and get things set up. Forgive me. I know I usually don't do this, but something just threw me off. But okay. Sorry. I pray that you all have had an amazing day. I pray that you all smiled. I pray that you made the most of your day. I pray that you did not allow anything nor anyone to rain on your joyful parade. I pray that you smiled more than you were sad. I pray that the only tears that you shedded on today were tears of joy. I pray that even if you had tears of sadness, that those tears will turn into tears of joy. Happy Monday, y'all, and welcome to Transformational Mondays with Dr. JaNee. I am Dr. JaNee Mobley, affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, and I help women turn their purpose into a profitable business, all while changing and shifting their mindsets that prevent profit, progress, and prosperity. Welcome to Transformational Mondays. What is Transformational Mondays all about? There's a scripture in the Bible that tells us, and where God instructs his people to be ye transformed. I pray that I'm quoting it correctly. By the renewing of your mind, right? Let's go there. Oh gosh, let's go there real quick. Okay. All right. So that I make sure. Okay. So, yes, this is Romans 12 and 2. He actually instructs us. And the reason why I say instruct, good evening. As you come on in, make sure you say hello. If you feel comfortable, tell me where you are hailing and tuning in from. Glad to have you. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So the reason why I say God instructs us, because one of the things that I understand is that one of the ways, and I'm going to tell y'all how I have learned to see the Bible, okay? And foundationally, this is where a lot of my content comes from. Like, it's just what it is. God has given me my gift. And why wouldn't I use the word of God to guide me and lead me into all truth and how I should do things? So whenever I approach the Bible, my vision and the way that I see the Bible is that the Bible is a guide for my life as a believer. Right? So when I say God instructs, he tells us in Romans 12 and 2, he starts out by saying to us, and this is not even a part of my message, but maybe I need to include it. So he tells us, and be not conformed to this world. So we are not, as believers of Jesus Christ, those of us who are saved, we are not to conform. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of people say, well, they stick out like a sore thumb. They may be the black sheep of the family. But one thing that I know about those of us who are blood-bought believers is that God sanctified us, which means that he separated us. So you are never to be like the people or this world at all. Let's just make that clear. You are never to be like anybody else. Why? Because God separated you. I remember, and this is a whole truth moment, I remember growing up feeling very like much the oddball, right? I am knock-knee, and it's so funny because I didn't know that knock-knee was like a negative thing, and it's not a negative thing, okay? Until somebody picked on me about it, right? And good evening. As y'all come in, make sure y'all share this live broadcast, text it to about 2 or 3 people, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. And it's so funny. I didn't even realize that I was knocking it until somebody pointed it out. But I was the one, because I wasn't secure in myself, right? Because I didn't know who I was and whose I was and how amazing he made me. I succumbed to the opinions of others. That's who I used to be, right? But I realized as I matured and I shifted my mindset that my goal is to never be like anybody else. So even as a coach who coaches women, there are a whole bunch of coaches out here who coach women. There are a whole bunch of speakers out here who speak, who help to provide transformational tips that people's lives and their businesses will be changed. But one thing that I know about Dr. JaNee is that I am not to be like everybody. If the one thing that if you don't take anything from what I say on tonight, I want you to realize, if you ever feel like you're the oddball or that you don't fit in, I want you to ask God, am I supposed to fit in? Am I supposed to blend in with everybody? Sidebar, and again, this is not even a part of what I was going to talk about. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Let me get this together. This is what happens when you're your own production right now, but it's okay. It is perfectly fine. Okay. And we're going to share, copy. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Give me just a second. And y'all, please forgive me. I'm going to do better. And see, this is why, this is another thing. For those of you all who struggle with wanting to be perfect, like you haven't, and I'm going to get to my message, you are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity to do the things that you know you're supposed to be doing. You have a book. How many of you all have a book? You have an idea, you have a business, you have a school, you have a nonprofit organization that you want to start, and you keep overthinking. You're trying to make everything perfect before you even start. Let me tell y'all something. Waiting until everything is perfect is an excuse. I said it. Waiting until and here's the thing. I'm not saying step out and not have your stuff together. I'm not saying step out and be jacked up. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is quit using, if this is you, quit using perfection or wanting things to be perfect as an excuse as to why you haven't executed the very thing and things that you know you were supposed to be doing. I'm sure many of you all have had ideas that you now have seen people execute and thought to yourself, oh my gosh, I had the same idea. If not, very close to the idea. And here is what you don't know. Majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, the person that you see executing the idea, the same idea that you had, they did not wait until it was perfect. I'm going to give y'all an example. I'm trying to remember the name of the book. It may have been Reposition Yourself, but I may be off. How many books have you seen where it says limited edition, or it shares that the book has been updated or they've added something to it? All they did was take the same book and add extra to it. They took the book that they originally made, executed it, and waited some time and said, hey, maybe I should add this. Or maybe after they published it, they realized, hey, I need to add this to it. Here's the thing. The long and short of it is they did not wait until everything was perfect. One thing that I truly realized, and again, I haven't even gotten into the 3 simple strategies, but I'm getting them. We just having conversation. Okay. The one thing that I want you to understand is that perfection comes with positioning yourself to execute. Again, I'm not saying that you should not have your stuff together. I'm not saying that you should walk out there all willy-nilly. What I am saying is take the idea that you have and execute it. One thing that I've learned from the story of Abraham in the Bible is that Abraham did not get his next set of instructions until he followed the first set of instructions that God gave him. Many of you all have been or are waiting for the perfect moment. But if God gave you the idea, start. If you look, let's look at athletes. A lot of athletes, when I started studying, not studying, but reading about Michael Jordan, who we know is a world-renowned, exceptional was a basketball player, right? And many people like me some years ago, I didn't know that Michael Jordan was not always the best basketball player. But did that stop him? He continued to practice, he continued to execute, and guess what? He got better. What am I saying to you? The idea that you have will not improve until you do the idea. Let me give you an example. While you waiting for the perfect time for your perfect idea or your perfect business, let's take vehicles. I love giving this example. Hold on. Let's take vehicles as an example. Picture it. You purchased a vehicle. You've had the vehicle now maybe about a year, maybe two. You get a white envelope in the mailbox. You get out of your vehicle, you go to your mailbox, or your mail carrier brings your mail to you, or you pick it up, what have you. And you open it up and you see a white envelope with white writing that says urgent recall. You open it up only to see that the make and the model of your vehicle has a recall on it. And your manufacturer is encouraging you to head on over to the closest dealer for that vehicle to get your vehicle serviced free of charge. Now, let me give you a perspective. They created the vehicle, released the vehicle, and let me ask you this question. Do you think that they knew that every single time, do you think that they did not know that there was an issue with the vehicle before they released it? Every single time? But they released it anyway. And what did they do when they found the error, or knowing the error? They sent a note and told you to repair it. Now, mind you, this is a vehicle. This is something that you drive. This is something that gets you to and from your destinations to get food, to get you to the place where you access income and so forth. And you drive this thing every day. You drive it every day. Hold on. You drive it every day, not realizing that something was wrong with it, and did not know the severity of what was wrong with it. Let me make this adjustment. You didn't even know. But here you have an idea that can transform somebody's life, that can transform their marriage, that can transform the lives of their children, that can help their children learn more effectively and efficiently, that can shift their health and their well-being, that can shift their total financial trajectory, right? And you're sitting on it, waiting for the perfect time. Let me show you 3 ways to get what you need, your idea, at least started and get it done. My message to you tonight is get it done. I am in the middle of completing my second book. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I'll be releasing details soon, but I'm kind of taking you all on the journey with me as okay, I got to respond to a text message, so I'm not going to be long, of a gentleman who's actually working on a presentation for me. But what was I saying? Yeah. So I'm in the process of writing my second book. So excited. And why is the mindset of quit overthinking and get it done means so much to me? I was the one, and I'm gonna tell y'all about me. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. So why is this topic near and dear to me? Well, I was a procrastinator, but let me tell y'all the root of my not mine, because I don't own that. But what was the root of the procrastination that I had? The root was fear. So those of you all who have fear associated with moving in your idea and starting your business, guess what? I was once you. Okay. And this is why this is near and dear to my heart. But with this second book, I literally decided this year, like January, that I was going to write my book. And I shared this on a live last night, but I'm gonna share it with you all. I prayed because I have a relationship with God, and one of my goals, because I understand that He has given me this gift and He's entrusted me with this gift, is I want Him to guide me down the path that He wants me to go in. And I was like, God, what do I need to write about? And let me tell y'all, not the Bible says, ask and it shall be given. I promise y'all I'm gonna be done probably in about 10 minutes. Ask and it shall be given. And as soon as I asked, not too long, not too many moments henceforth, He gave me the idea. Okay. And y'all, I'm so excited because I'm literally in the midst of writing my second book. I was one who hated reading. Who would have ever thunk or thought, as they say, that I'd be an author? Who would have ever thought? And let me tell y'all, the cover of the book is so amazing. Like, oh my gosh. Because I literally made a decision that I'm going to write this book and I eliminated all and every excuse. And let me tell y'all, the power in having a coach, the power in having someone to hold your feet to the fire who has been there and to give you strategy. I literally, within about less than an hour, no lie, talking about getting things done. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I work a full-time job while I'm building my business so that I can effectively build my business without frustration, grief, being concerned about bills. This is real deal, okay? And within an hour, I got my ISBN, I got my copyright, I purchased the copyright, I went on Fiverr and found an exceptional book cover, a graphic designer for my book cover. I got her everything that she needed minus the ISBN. And let me tell y'all, sidebar, because I shared this last night, but I'm gonna share this, talking about like quit trying to be perfect. So when you submit a job to request somebody to do some work for you on Fiverr, after you pay the money, they ask you for the details. Y'all, I ain't have everything. I needed the ISBN number for the book. I had not purchased the ISBN number. So guess what I did? I said, oh, I'm going to get it to you. I gave her everything else that she needed at the time, minus the synopsis, because I told her I was going to get that done too. It was about getting things done because I did not want to give myself any space to talk myself out of what I know I should be doing. Listen to the story. We're not talking about perfection. We're talking about execution. Y'all are holding, so many people are holding such spectacular ideas. And let me tell y'all something, and this is sidebar, in all truth. I am observing people being so distracted by politics, so distracted by DEI. Let me tell y'all, to be honest, that is the furthest from my mind. Let me tell y'all why. I know who my God is, and I know that He controls everything. So my focus is not on politics. Now, am I aware of some things? Yeah, but I don't get engulfed in it. Why? Because it becomes a whole distraction. People have gotten so distracted and caught up that they have allowed it to deter them from the very things that they know that they should be doing. Y'all, focus on execution. The ideas that you have, execute them. Quit waiting for it to be perfect. So what I did was I submitted everything to my graphic designer for the book. And I told her, I said, oh, I'm going to get the ISBN number to you. I went right on over to the website, purchased the ISBN, and I sent it to her. The synopsis, I sent it to her. And she got it done in less than 24 hours. I have a phenomenal, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to show y'all. The book cover. Quit waiting for the perfect time. Do you realize that all of those ideas and that creativity that you have, somebody is yearning for it, somebody needs it, somebody desires it? I want you to think about your favorite song or one of the things that you like to do. Do you realize that that was somebody's idea? Sorry, we in parent mode. Time for kids to go to bed. That's my husband if y'all hear him. Right? There's somebody, just like you love to hear that song or that song encourages you or what have you, somebody is waiting for your idea to show up to provide them the transformation that they need. Quit sitting on the idea. So here's my tip for you, and I'm going to close out in a few minutes. I want you to identify, and you may be saying to yourself, how many of you all have more than one idea that keeps coming to you, right? I want you to identify the one. I want you to identify the one. I am a coach. I am a speaker. I am a strategist. I am an author. But they all follow under the same umbrella. I have to master focus, right? I want you to identify the one idea, whether it's the book, whether it's a program, whether it is a design of clothing, whether it's a new app, whether it's a new song. I want you to focus in on the one. Focus in on the one, not the many, because again, distraction is what causes your destiny to be destroyed. Somebody put that in the comments. Distractions destroy destiny. Distractions destroy destiny. I'm going to say that again. Distractions destroy destiny. Again, if you are paying attention to all of the stuff that's going on in the news, who is in office, who should be in office, I want you to stop it if you're serious about destiny right now. I want you to focus, lean in on the idea or the ideas that God has given you. Identify the one. And then when you identify the one idea, let's just say that the idea is a program. And we'll take weight loss because that's very simple. If y'all got something else, put it in the comments. But health and well-being, you may have a program that you know that you have actually executed, where it caused you to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. Okay? I want you to identify the program. Map out everything that you did to help you to get to that end result. Then, while you're doing that, do like I did. Again, this is a program. Go on Fiverr or find somebody that you know and trust who you can depend on to do things effectively and efficiently, and have them develop a graphic for the program. Take a simple picture. And here's the thing. The great thing about artificial intelligence, because I'm not a huge fan, okay? It has great benefits, but the negatives are a whole lot, okay? But you can use AI to alter your photos. You ain't even got to wait for no photo shoot. You can use AI to alter your photos. Again, quit making excuses and execute. I was the one who was a huge procrastinator, and the procrastination that I had was rooted in fear. It was a fear of rejection, a fear of what if it doesn't work out. But when I overcame the fear is when I moved into execution. When I work with my clients, this is what we focus on. We focus on getting to the root of, your lack of execution. We work on eliminating every excuse, and we focus on execution. One thing about me is that I love simplicity, because I understand that a confused mind does nothing. And God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. He's not going to give you an idea and cause you to be in confusion. That is of the devil. And again, it's a whole distraction. So one, I want you to identify the one idea that you have. And I want you to focus on what is the first thing. This is what I want you to ask yourself. The Bible tells us, ask and we shall receive. Okay? So ask, what is the first thing that I should do? What is the first thing that I should do? And when that first thing comes to you, or when the right person comes to you, execute it. Quit worrying about how much everything costs. One thing that I've learned, let me tell y'all, my first book I wrote when my husband and I transitioned from being homeless. We were a one income household and we were just getting back on our feet with a newborn. And we had people to pay. But I knew that I had a book that had to be written. And let me tell y'all, all of the resources for the book came. I was able to pay the editor. I was able to pay the printer to get the books printed. Opportunities came. Why? Because I executed. While you're trying to figure everything out, God is waiting for you to take the first step. One thing that I know about God is he's not the author of confusion, but of peace. And if he gave you something to implement and to do, he's already created the pathway to help you to get there. What you have to do is get out of your own way and begin to implement. One of the, and I'm gonna have to get something so y'all can see this clearly. But God gave me an equation for a very much quoted scripture that faith without works is dead. And that equation came to me as faith minus work equals death. So in order for your idea to live, in order for anything that you desire to be successful, because life is breathing, right? You need two things. You need belief and you need execution. Faith is trusting and belief, and it is hoping, right? And the one who created you, which is God. Work is implementation. So this tells me you can believe all day. You can sit and say that I trust, I believe, but if there is no execution or no evidence in your work that you believe, you won't see the results that you are expecting. You're believing, but you're not doing the work. And your lack of implementation is evidence that you really don't believe. Because if you believed, you would execute. If you believe that your idea would really be successful and that it really can help people and that your business has the ability to transform lives, you wouldn't even think about money. You would execute. I'm telling y'all, I was the one who always got in my own way because of the thoughts that I had. But I had to get out of my own way so that I can do the very things that God created me to do. Quit holding yourself up. If you're ready to implement your idea with boldness and bravery and surety in yourself, click the link below and join me for my free masterclass, the Mindset to Movement Masterclass that is for women who are ready to take that idea off of the shelf of their mind and execute it. If you all haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you all, and always remember, know your worth. Good night, y'all. Bye.